Carlton Cullins here in South Austin, Texas, and welcome to the Blue Sky Strongbox. Today is video one of a series that I'm doing called Foundations. Over the next 12 weeks or so, I'm hoping to release one video each week. I'm going to try to keep each video around 5 minutes or less. I'm hoping to anyway. I'm going to try to go over what I consider to be the fundamentals, the essential elements of health and fitness, things that everybody should know. They may be things you know already, they may be new things, but I want to try to keep it really simple. I've worked as a personal trainer for many, many years. I know how complicated and how frustrating everything can be. This just seems like there's just too much out there. The stuff for you to be successful, regardless of what your goal is, comes down to doing a few things really well. The fundamentals, the basics. A lot of people overlook those. A lot of people don't value them. I value them greatly. I think it not only applies to health and fitness, but it applies to anything in life. If you do the fundamentals really well, you can be successful with anything. So when things get crazy and complicated, you can always come back to this square one. But everything that I'm talking about today, I'm talking about mindset. Understandably, when I do these videos, I'm probably going to leave stuff out. So if you have questions, I want you to contact me, write me. I'm here to help, but I want you to write stuff down. I do these videos for free. They're out there. Go back and watch them again. Slow, rewind, pause, whatever you got to do. But ask me questions. Find somebody else, another health and fitness professional to ask questions. Use Google. Use this as an opportunity to learn, because if you can learn the fundamentals, master them, and keep these things in mind and do them for the rest of your life, it's going to be simple. But everything I said, everything we're doing is talking about mindset. The mind is what controls everything. If you don't get that in order, then everything's going to be a little bit astray. It's going to get a little crazy. So we're talking about habits. Everything you do or you don't do is a habit. Habits are hard to change. A lot of the stuff we're trying to do, we're trying to change habits. The problem is habits become that way because we repeat them over and over and over. So if you do something that's not optimal, not great, and you repeat it over and over again, it kind of gets stuck. It's the way your body, your mind works. To change that, you've kind of got to unlearn that, learn something new, and then practice that over and over and over. Without the repetition, without the practice, things don't take hold. So when you're trying to make changes, particularly any area of life, but particularly with health and fitness, trying to change things like food and movement, stuff that you either do or you don't do every day. You know, changing food, we've eaten 2 or 3, 4 times a day all our lives. Trying to change that now is difficult. So trying to do something new is difficult because you're so used, you've had so much practice doing this way. So you've got to think change happens slowly but surely. So you've got to make small changes, things that you know you can do and be confident that you can do, and then practice and repeat those over and over until they take hold. So that's kind of essentially what we're trying to do. We're trying to change habits, but it's going to take slow. Now, getting back to mindset, the 3 major areas I want you to start thinking about today, and I want you to take a pen and paper out and write this stuff down. I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you want? What are your goals? It may only be one goal. You may have 2 or 3 goals. I would be careful having 10 goals, but I would try to keep it down 1, 2, or 3 goals. When it comes to specifically today, health and fitness goals, what is it that you want? What is your goal? I want you to write it down. I want you to write anything that comes to mind. I want you to write it down. Take a few days, take a few hours, whatever you need. Write it down. Be clear about it. Once you have that, you have your goal or your goals, then I want you to ask the next question, number 2, the important question. Why? Why do you want these goals? Why are they important to you? You may not know the answer right away to these, so I want you to take your time and think on them. Start jotting stuff down, just like brainstorming, writing stuff down. I know it sounds funny. If you're not used to writing stuff down, it's okay, but do it. Trust me, do it. Write stuff down. You may be surprised at what you see. You may see stuff that is uncomfortable. You may deal with some stuff that you didn't even know was there. All this is good. Don't be afraid of it. Look, anybody watching this video, you can do whatever you put your mind to. Life is short. If you want to do something, you need to figure out what you want and why. Once you have those, you can do a whole lot with that. A nation of million couldn't hold you back, but until you have those with anything in life, you're not going to get very far. So those are the first 2 things I want you to do. The last thing that I'm going to leave you with, it seems so simple, and this is like the pencil behind the ear, the thing that everybody overlooks and we don't talk about it enough, but it's sleep. Everything you want to do in your life, whether it's taking care of your family, it's trying to make yourself healthy, trying to do better in school, anything you want to do requires that your brain and your body function well to get you through this thing called life. When you don't sleep well, everything becomes difficult. Your body, every hour, every second, every day that you're lacking in sleep is becoming more and more unhealthy. It's very common in our society to use a lot of caffeine, coffee, and things like that to keep yourself awake because your sleep sucks so bad or whatever. I have problems sleeping just because small things wake me up, but I'm working on that. It's always a work in progress, but I want you to start thinking about sleep. Ask yourself every morning when you wake up, from the time you watch this video to here on out, do I feel rested? Yes or no? Do I feel rested? Most of us will say, yes, I could go back to sleep. But I mean, I'm talking about, do you feel like you could go back and sleep a whole another day? If that's the case, you need to work on your sleep, and I'm talking serious. I want you to Google it. I want you to find, there's a lot of things out there. The 3 big things I would say is you need to be really consistent with when you go to sleep each night. If you're not consistent, you're not going to have much luck. You need to have, the room needs to probably be cooler, and you need to have it quiet and no lights. Those are things that I know, but you can Google that, and there's a lot of stuff to help with that. But sleep's really important. So the 3 big takeaways today, I want you to figure out, what are your goals? What do you want? And then I want you to figure out and answer the question, why? Why do you want these things? Why are they important to you? Third thing is, I want you to start evaluating your sleep. Is your sleep crap? Is your sleep okay? If you sleep is crap, but you're just using caffeine to stay awake all the time, it's going to mess you up during the day, and when you try to go to sleep, it's going to screw you there too. So, you know, it's a losing battle that you'll lose over time, and I promise you, sleep is the foundation for everything that we're going to try to do. So you need to try to start thinking about that, getting that in order. So next week, we're going to move into screening. We're going to take your things of what you want, why you want them, trying to build everything on a foundation of sleep, and then we're going to try to figure out, okay, what are areas you're lacking in? What obstacles are in your way of you getting what you want? And we're going to do some screening stuff, physical stuff. I'm going to ask some questions, and so I have a pen and paper ready to be ready. But that's my introduction to this. Sorry it was a little long. If you have any questions, I'm always here to help. And here we go. I'll see you next week.